I am Dr. Shilpa, consultant gynecologist practicing in Harley's Clinic in Andheri, West Mumbai. What are the changes which can happen on the scar? There can be a scar on the tummy of a cesarean. There is a scar at the private parts because of the episiotomy. It becomes like a very thin scar if the body has a tendency, but rarely, sometimes the scar becomes thick, inflamed, purplish in color. We call that as a hypertrophic scar. Sometimes we call that as a keloid formation. That is again a rare thing, but it can do happen. Attending the scar properly, doing a gentle massage of the scar area with any of the emollients, cream is a good idea. In case it is increases, you can meet the doctor, find out which is the good silicone sheets or silicone creams which can be used to modify the scar. The next issue is with the breast. The size of the breast increases. It has to increase. There can be pain throughout the antenatal period and after the delivery. Usually it takes 2-3 days for the full production of the milk to happen, and it's a continuous process. It continues to happen eventually. In our Indian scenario, we say wearing a brassiere would limit the milk production. It is not to. Wearing a tight brassiere would, but an adequate good size is good to support the breast, because with the milk, the heaviness and the increase in the size of the breast becomes heavy and saggy. So taking care of the breast tissue by using an adequate support is important. Of course, lactation becomes an important part, that when the lady lactate, it helps in the involution of the uterus, it helps in the bonding between the baby. The changes which happens in the skin postpartum is that the skin become little dark, correct? There are uneven skin tone, there can be increase in the size of the pores. That also happens, and after the delivery the changes will get back to normal in 6 to 12 weeks time. Caring for the skin after the delivery also is important, using simple moisturizer, using the non-fragmented products. Vitamin C post delivery also is a good option, and using a sunscreen when we go out is required. Some people develop melasma, the darkening of the skin, we call that as a pregnancy mask. Also, that requires a medical attention, that we need to see the dermat to see how we can do the changes in the skin. Now, the important thing happens to the hair. Because of the high estrogen level throughout the pregnancy, the hair becomes thicker, more fuller, but as the delivery happens, there is decrease in the estrogen level suddenly, which causes the hair to fall. Usually it happens between third month, and by usually 9th month the changes get reversed and the hair becomes better. We have to find out whether the hair fall truly is happening because of the pregnancy related hair fall. We call that in a medical terminology telogen effluvium, or it is happening because of the hormonal changes like thyroid, or because of diabetes, or because of excessive blood loss during the delivery, or because of high cortisol level that the lady is exposed post the delivery. So other causes of hair fall has to be addressed to say it is related to postpartum hair fall. Then the changes happens in the bone. You will be surprised to know that actually during lactation there is decrease in the bone density to about 8 to 10%. But the good point is that after the delivery, after the lactation is stopped, usually it takes about 6 weeks to 12 weeks, all of that bone thing becomes better. Taking care of the calcium, taking care of vitamin D during this time is also important. If you have any questions related to postpartum myths and any questions related to postpartum recovery, you are free to get in touch with me. You can write in the section given below. Thank you.